What's up, guys? I'm going to send the live stream link into my free Telegram and then give it a few minutes before we get going here. Let's see. There we go. All right. So what I've got for you guys today, I'm going to give it a few minutes here so people can get joined up if they want to. But what I'm going to be going through first, some free group provider results for the week. I think that this week was January 28th through February 2nd. Just your normal 5-day period. Going to be covering the same providers that I covered in my last YouTube video, all of those free group providers. Then I'm going to be going over one new provider I'm going to be adding to testing, what I saw from them this week, and why I added them to testing, why I think they're a promising channel. Then I'll get a little bit into my YouTube idea for my next YouTube video. And then at the very end, I'll talk a little bit about my signal service that I'm going to be releasing soon. And just when the release date of that will be, kind of how it's going to work and why I'm really excited for the potential of that thing. I was hoping I would be able to use maybe not my webcam, like my phone as a camera, but I can't figure out how to do that. So we're just going to be going with the not so great camera quality for today. While we give it maybe 2 or 3 more minutes for people to get joined up, go ahead and ask any questions you guys might have. This is definitely the top place to ask questions about anything related to copy trading. I haven't been very good at responding to Instagram DMs lately just because I'm getting so many. Been kind of cutting down on that. Let's see, what is the prop firm version of a TS copier? Don't quite understand that question. The prop firm version of a TS copier. The TS copier can work with some prop firms. There's a lot of different strategies you can also use to hide the trade copier from the prop firms that don't allow it. Like for instance, FTMO, kind of the brand name prop firm, they don't allow the TS copier. So what I do is I add a pip to my stop loss, and then sometimes a pip to the entry as well. And then if you have the pro version of the TS copier, you can also like hide the ID number, do a bunch of other stuff to basically hide the TS copier from FTMO. There's ways you can do it successfully. Is there any copy trading for free? There are signal groups that are free. The one I actually shared this in a video earlier this week on Instagram. Forex Ed is a completely free group, meaning they don't offer like an alternative paid group that they advertise in the free group. It's completely free. I'm actually probably going to be making a YouTube video on them soon. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just think it's a really solid group. When you do back testing, do you use the same settings codes you use for TS copier? At first, yes, but since I can backtest as many different strategies as I want, I will often change it up, do like maybe a full close at 1R, full close at 2R, taking partials, all that kind of stuff. Free public discussion group for voting. That's my VIP, bud. Naveen, make a free public discussion group for voting. That's what happens in my VIP. There's a chat room and there's weekly votes on new providers that I'm going to review. In my VIP, yeah, there's going to be a new vote this week where the members are going to nominate and then vote on a new provider that they want to see. We're doing those just about almost every week. Do you get a payout from a prop firm yet? I did get one from my Forex funds. Obviously, my Forex funds is completely not a thing anymore. Got completely banned. Right now, I'm trying Next Step Funded. Haven't gotten a payout. I haven't gotten banned yet, though. If I do get a payout, I'll let everybody know. I'll make a big announcement about it because that'll be a really good sign. I love a video on you specifically, set up your TS copier for prop firm specifically. That's not a bad question. Maybe a reel. It's not quite enough information for a video. I have made some reels kind of on that already. When will we get the results of your past performance up till now? Yeah, so my guys, at the end of the stream, probably around 10:20, because I want this to run until about 10:30, I'll talk about my signal service, what you guys can expect for that, the release date, the strategy I'm going to be using. Yeah, right now, guys, I'm using Black Forex, SMC Finesse, and Rogue Snipers on my live trading accounts. Everybody else is on demo. And then there's some providers in my VIP group that I'm also using in my live accounts, VIP members. You guys know which ones those are. Don't use Cortana. Okay, you only run. No, I do use TS copiers on prop firms too. Pro Forex Systems tested them a little bit last year. That you'll see the results in some of my older YouTube videos. All right, it's about 10:05. Got a good number. Thanks by the way for joining, guys. My first live stream. Hopefully, I can answer enough questions, give you guys some good information. Feel free to keep dropping questions. I'll kind of try to track them as I go. But right now, I'm going to start getting into some of the weekly results from the free group. So I got them all right here, old-fashioned. Black Forex, I'm going to start with them because they only took 2 trades this month, right? So no trades this week. And if you guys watched my latest YouTube video, you saw the results of those 2 trades. It was a profitable month. But since they only took 2 trades, they did make they did make the month like unpaid. They made it completely free. So if you're a subscriber to Black Forex right now, I'll talk about the strategy of my signal group at the end of the stream. If you're a subscriber to Black Forex right now, you get a month free because of how little they traded. BTFX, next group, they had 2 trades this week, both on GBP USD. They both lost at -2R for the week. And then see, Forex manipulation, if you guys watched my YouTube video, they did not have a good month at all in January. But this week they made, what was it? I think +6R, +5R. I got 1 break even, one trade for a 1R gain, or sorry, 2 trades for a 1R gain, 1 trade for a 1.5R gain, and 1 trade for a 2.5R gain. So that's, what is that? Math is hard. That's 6R from Forex manipulation. I think they were maybe my top provider this week. What are the real genuine links to the signals that you use? If you guys want the links to any channel I'm reviewing in the free group or the VIP group, go to my Instagram, go to my link tree, and then there is a spreadsheet on the link down that shows all the links to the free group and VIP group providers. And yes, those are the real channels. Of course, they're not the paid channel. Yeah, guys, that's why I'm doing these live streams, so I can start sharing these weekly results. I wasn't very good at keeping them up on Telegram, but I'll be sharing them here, and that's kind of what we're in the middle of going through. How can we join your VIP signal room? I'll make that. It's not released yet. It won't be released till the end of the month probably, but I'll make it completely obvious. I'll share a bunch of announcements about that when it's available to join. Lord of the Signals this week, a bunch of trades, -3R. If you guys follow Alex Trading Reviews, the guy who runs Lord of the Signals, he did say he was making a bunch of changes to his Lord of the Signals system. He said there's going to be less trades. I didn't really notice less trades. There was a lot of trades, and the end of the week at -3R. So Rogue Snipers I want to talk about, because Rogue Snipers, there's been some discrepancies between my results and his results, and I kind of want to talk about what's going on there. So this week he said he had a trade that ran into 2R, but it didn't hit the take profit, so I got stopped out. 2 losses, and then there was 1 trade that he said there was a 3R gain on. I did not get 3R. I got 2R. I think what's happening is that his entries are so much better than mine because he takes the trade and then sends the signal, and then we get filled in like, a couple minutes later. And I want to try to put that in perspective for you guys. So let's say you have a 10 pip stop loss and a 30 pip take profit on a trade. Obviously, that's a risk to reward of 1 to 3R. But because of that little delay, there's a 2 pip difference. So I get in 2 pips later than Rogue Snipers did. Now I've got a 12 pip stop loss and a 28 pip take profit. Well, the risk to reward just changed from 1 to 3 to like barely over 1 to 2. I think it would be down to 1 to 2.3. That's the example I shared in my VIP weekly recap too, of just how like 2 pips of a difference between the entry point can seriously affect the results we're getting. Can you post the weekly review signals after you announce them? No, guys, I'm not going to be posting the free group review signals anymore on Telegram, on the spreadsheet, anything like that. They're just going to be on YouTube, and they're going to be in these occasional weekly live streams that I do. I just got really behind on that, running the VIP group and getting ready for my signal service. Wasn't able to keep up with it. Not going to be trying to do that anymore. The free Telegram is going to be mainly for announcements and just a lot of important information. Let's see, ACA Signals, only 1 trade this week. It hit their take profits. They use 3 take profits. You guys know I'm not a fan of that because A, it's not great risk to reward, and B, we end up having to take partials. No, I'm not in need of a virtual assistant at all. I don't think. Maybe I am, but I'm in denial if I am. So for sure, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, ACA Signals. But the thing is, they've been profitable. Like I think maybe at 3 or 4R over the last month. So multiple take profits. Maybe if you hit those take profits enough, it'll be profitable. Do you know any good stock options signal groups? I used to review stock options in my VIP groups, but there's no way to automate it. Like you have to be like manually following the trades, And stock options are a little bit tricky. It's not as simple as Forex. Who performed better this week from your review? I think Forex Manipulation was the top provider from the free group this week. I think they had 6R. One more provider I'm going to talk about later. The new one actually did better than that, but 6R was the leading one for the week. I sounded supply and demand, but I don't think when you did the video, there's signal that was already running. That was not the case for me. I actually showed in my YouTube video where the signal came in for the supply and demand snipers, and then I showed where it filled. I showed it all on the TradingView chart. So maybe you use a different broker. Will you post this live video to view later again in case we missed? Absolutely, yeah. This will be shared, and I think if I can, I'm going to include the chat too, so people can see what other people are asking. Wills FX, Alex Trading Reviews, actually, the Lord of the Signals admin, he reviewed Wills FX like 2 years ago, and that's a long time ago. So I understand results can change, but he did not have a good experience. He kind of classified Wills FX as one of those Forex gurus like Alex Santee, Lambo Rao, that just shows off a lifestyle and tries to convince you that they can trade through their lifestyle. When they send their signals, it doesn't actually make you money and uses a bunch of take profits. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's about it for the free group. So Royal Trading Lounge, I've had some people talk about them in my VIP chat room. I've never reviewed them. I've never even looked at them, so I can't give you guys any information on whether that's actually like a solid group, a legitimate group at all. And yes, guys, I'll talk about my Signal channel here in a little bit, but when I do release it, there will be a way to pay with crypto, because I understand there's a lot of people who want to be in my VIP, but Patreon doesn't accept crypto payments. I can't do anything about that. I can't control that, but that's how it goes. When my Signal group gets released, there will be a way to pay with crypto. Yeah, and I'll talk about how the VIP signals work towards the end of the group. I have tested World Forex Research a couple times. They never did very well. I know they show these fantastic results, but it's really tight stop losses, which means that broker differences and trade delays can play a huge part. Never had a very good experience testing them. HK Trades is tested in my VIP, so if you want to see the results, go ahead and join my VIP group. Forex Broker Premium. No, Forex Broker Premium is a free group review. I just haven't been testing them that long. So I hadn't been testing them for most of January, only about a week. So I didn't include them in the video, but they will be included in my next recap on YouTube. I didn't set the trade up setup. Okay. KR Capitals is going to be added back to testing this week, or I added them back to testing this week. I've kind of been following them a little bit because some of you guys might remember I tested them last year and they were kind of way up and down, but I did just add them back to testing. So they'll be reviewed in the free group. So you guys will get to see the results. And this week they actually had a 10R gain on the week. They had a lot of trades that got deleted, a couple that hit break even. And then they had 2 trades, a US 30 trade and a USD CAD trade that both had like 5 or 6R gains. So I was pretty impressed by that. And I was like, all right, you know what, let's add them back to testing. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be showing you guys the results in some of my upcoming YouTube videos. How about SK Trades? I don't think I reviewed SK Trades. FX Sniper I talked about. That's premium zones. I get confused by that a lot. I don't know why they can't just make it the same name. Supply and demand sniper is different than FX Sniper, but Snipers FX is premium zones. Premium zones is just the name of their channel. I did just go over all of the free gear providers just now, I think, kind of briefly. So I will be posting this later if you guys want to go back. Thoughts on SMC Finesse? SMC Finesse has done great. Oh, I actually didn't talk about them. They had a 6R gain this week, a couple of break evens, and then 2 winning trades, no losses. So they've been doing really well. I am using them on my live trading accounts. SMC Trading Hub, I'm not testing. I am familiar with the group. It looks like it could be solid, but I'm not testing them right now. Yeah, World Forex Research, I've tested them a couple times. It's never gone well. Not interested in testing them anymore. I wouldn't waste your money on them. Okay, so my next YouTube video, I think, before we start talking about my Signal channels, my next YouTube video is going to be probably on Forex Ed. Again, I'm not affiliated with Forex Ed at all, but I just think it's a great group. If you're trying to, if you want SMC Finesse or SMC Trading Hub tested, I would vote them in my VIP group. That's the only way they get nominated. So Forex Ed, I think, is just a great option because A, it's completely free. You're not having to pay monthly while you test a group. And if you want to get into Forex signals, having a free kind of trial run with them is a great way to see if you kind of have what it takes to trade Forex signals. Because even though you don't need to know how to actually trade or have your profitable strategy, you do need that day trader psychology, because it's still trading, you're still going to be taking losses. And it's even actually a little bit more important because you're not the actual one doing the trading and you're not that directly responsible. Dude, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not testing World Forex Research. I've talked about why. Current providers on my live accounts, Rogue Snipers, SMC Finesse, and Black Forex. I've been sharing the results on YouTube. There's also a couple of VIP providers I'm using on my live accounts. So yeah, that's probably going to be my next YouTube video. And okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and start talking about my signal service, how it's going to work, that kind of thing. We might end the stream just a little bit early. Again, I appreciate you guys all joining and asking questions. If the chat's been kind of going quick for me, if I miss anybody's question, go ahead and drop it here. I'll leave some time at the end to answer everybody. So when am I going to release my own signal service? The current timetable is kind of keeps getting bumped back a little bit, but my plan is the first weekend of March, which is March 1st and March 2nd, is going to be the release dates. I don't think I'm going to make it open to everybody. I'm probably going to do maybe 10 to 20 people, just allow 10 to 20 openings for that first month. HK Trades is reviewed in my VIP group. So yeah, just 10 to 20 openings for the first month. And I'm probably going to do something like you got to, like, share, comment, a post. That's how you get a spot kind of thing. I'll also make it for those like first 20 people for that first month. I will make it like cheaper than it will normally be. How will my signal service be different from others? That is a good question. So first off, the signal service is not going to be like a forwarded channel of any of like the live account providers that I use, or really any other providers. So groups that I work with, like Black Forex and Rogue Snipers and the KR Capitals, and really a ton of different groups, I'm accessing the real channels. And my signal service is not going to be just like a forwarded service of all of those channels. It's going to be unique. And here's basically how it's going to work. Now, I will make a YouTube video on this, which takes us much more in depth with how it's going to work and why I'm so confident in the strategy. But let's say you took 5 random signal providers. You just picked 5 random signal providers out of the hats. You threw them all up in the TS copier and connected them to your live trading accounts. Just 5 completely random ones. Do you guys think you would make money using that strategy? Just taking 5 random signal providers, throwing them on an account, and just running it. Let's say for a month. You run it for a month. Do you think you would make money? Like, what are the odds? It seems so likely that you would just lose money. I'm guessing every single one of you guys would be so sure that there's just no way you make money picking 5 random providers. I'm going to be kind of taking advantage of that strategy. So it is going to be reversing signals, but instead of what Lord of the Signals does, where he looks for like the worst signal providers, I'm basically just going to be using the fact that most people can't trade, right? So almost every demo account I've ran has been like, it's lost money over time, right? So I add a bunch of providers to a demo account, and some of them do well, like, Black Forest, SMC Finesse, and then I add them to my live accounts. But the account over time, it always goes down into drawdown, slowly but surely, every single time. For like without fail, every single demo account I've ran has lost money over time. So this signal service is basically going to be taking advantage of the fact that no matter what I do or what provider combinations I use, the account will lose money. And it's going to be taking advantage of that and basically flipping all of the lot size, or flipping all of the trades and connecting them to like a reversed account, so that as my demo accounts just reliably dwindle and dwindle, the reversed account will go up and up and up. And in the video, I'll show you guys like, probably a dozen different demo accounts I've tested, and how the equity chart on each of these demo accounts, it just drops. It drops steadily, and it's got that kind of curvature and correlation that we all want to see, except it's going down instead of up. So that's basically how the signals are going to work. It's just taking advantage of the fact that it is kind of similar to Lord of the Signals, but I'm not going to be focusing on like specific providers, like who's the worst one, because Lord of the Signals, I don't know, they haven't been super consistent over the last few months. So I'm not like as confident in that strategy as I was, but yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just going to be taking advantage of the fact that, for whatever reason, trading is just impossibly difficult. And when you add a bunch of signals or a bunch of trades to an account, it always loses money over time, always. And so that's how the signal service is basically going to work. And again, I'll be explaining this much more in the video that I release on YouTube here in a few weeks. And in this video, I'm also going to be like showing you guys results. Like, I'll show you the trade copier, I'll show you how the signal channel works, all of that. So like, definitely, don't feel like you're going to have to subscribe without seeing results first. Of course, I'm going to be completely transparent about everything. That's how I roll. I'm also going to be using a MetaTrader to Telegram software to send the actual signals. So there's going to be no delays between when I get the trades and between when you guys get the trades. No delay at all. You don't have to worry about that. It's going to be completely automated. It's also going to be completely copier friendly. When you subscribe, I will provide you with the TS Copier settings code. You don't have to worry about configuring it properly yourself. You're going to get all of that. And then it's also obviously going to be, risk to reward based. It's going to not use multiple take profits, not use partials. Basically, it's not going to have anything that lets me manipulate results because I have no intention of doing that. Tell Don FX that. Yeah. One of our VIP providers that we added recently has a bit of an issue with delays between when he takes the trades and when he actually sends them into his chat, and that did affect the results a little bit. But yeah, you guys don't have to worry about that. That has been a big issue lately. So that kind of covers my signals. Again, pretty excited for it. I think it's a pretty solid strategy. Most traders lose, and I'm trying to take advantage of that. But that about covers what I wanted to go over. So if you have questions that you want, I'm going to take about 10 minutes here and hang around and just answer questions that pop up in the feed. And if you got all the information you need and you're ready to sign off, have a great Sunday. And I will see you guys. Maybe I'll do a live stream. One of the next 2 weekends, I'll do another live stream, and it'll be a little bit more prepared, hopefully with a better webcam. But if you don't have any questions, you got the information you came for, you can sign off now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll hang out for another 10 minutes and answer questions. Can I use Gold Expert on a prop firm? I see they are legit. Gold Expert is reviewed in my VIP group, so if you want to see the results, go ahead and join my VIP. I will tell you they are copier friendly, and there's ways to use pretty much any signal service with a prop firm if you hide the copier. Can you do more videos on your live account with signals? Well, I already share with you guys the results that all of the live providers, all of my live account providers are getting. So like Black Forex, SMC Finesse, and Rogue Snipers right now are the free group providers that I'm using in my live accounts. And I straight up showed you guys what they've gotten, in my YouTube videos. So it's about all out there. Why did you remove the results week by week from the Excel file? It wasn't updated. I wasn't updating it. There was not really a point to it anymore. Yeah, can use Gold Expert. Gonna do reverse trading. That's cool, man. Yeah, any more questions, guys? Go ahead and drop them. Your signal service average 10% a month. 10% is a little high. My goal is going to be averaging 5 to 8% a month. 10% a month. Maybe it'll average 10% a month, but averaging 10% a month doesn't mean that every single month it's ending in 10%. Maybe it has a month where it's up 18%, and then it has a month where it's down 2%. I would rather keep it a more consistent 5 to 8% than have some massive winning and then some losing months. I don't want to see this kind of curvature. I want to see it go up like this. One of those service, no worries, man. It's going to go live March 1st and 2nd, that first weekend of March. What would be your optimal strategy for using signals? I did kind of cover the strategy that I'm going to be using for my personal signal service about 5 minutes ago in the video. If you want to go back and see it, I'll post this live stream up to YouTube. Price of the personal signal service. It's a good question. It's going to be more than 50, less than 100. But for the first month where I only make it available to about 20 people, it's going to be cheaper than $50. I think it's only going to be $35 for that first month for the 20 people that basically get a spot. And to get a spot, I'll send details about how to do that later on. But basically, you're going to like, comment, and share one of my posts or something, or do something to help me get followers. Current review on Lord of the Signals. Last month, January, they were up, I think 6R, something like 6R. This week, they were down 3R. You have SMC Trading Hub in your premium group. No, SMC Trading Hub is not reviewed at all right now. The only way I would review them is if they get voted by my VIP, or if they as a group reach out to me and say they want me to review them. Yeah, heard you the first time, dude. No, they're not being reviewed right now. Yeah, it'll go live at the beginning of March. A Bison group with multiple take profits. What I usually do as a baseline, that's a good question. What I usually do as a baseline is take profit 1, the stop loss gets moved to break even, and I close 50%. Take profit 2, 25%. Take profit 3, 25%. But this is where back testing comes in handy, because with all the groups, I can back test a bunch of different strategies. I can back test what I just described. I can back test the 33, 33, 30, 33 that you're describing. I can even back test a trailing stop loss. So it will vary a little bit provider to provider, but whenever I add a new group that has multiple take profits, that's how I do it. 50, 25, 25 with stop loss to break even at the first take profit. That's what I'm doing on ACA signals right now, by the way. Will you add something new to live? In the future weeks, maybe. For this week, I'm just answering questions now. So if you guys don't have any questions and want to hop off, go for it. We're kind of wrapping it up. The best way for us to use multiple prop firm accounts with Purple. I'm not sure if that's like a software or yeah, I'm not sure can PS Copier do trailing stop losses? Yes, it can. I don't know if it needs the pro version or not. I don't think it does. Can do a video posting a prop firm account. Yes, actually, I'm glad you brought this up because I forgot to mention when I release my signal service, I'm going to make a YouTube video over the course of the next month, trying to pass a prop firm account with my signal service. I'm going to be sharing with you guys on YouTube how it goes, and you guys are basically going to see how the signal service is doing with a prop firm account. Remember, I'm not a fan of using signals to pass a prop service. I never suggest doing it, but I'm gonna kind of break my own advice and do it anyway. Why can't you do a full-time and leave your day job? Because this looks promising. Yeah, that'll be the goal eventually. But a day job, it has perks. And my day job, I get kind of a lot of downtime that actually allows me to work on this at my day job. So I'm on the clock. But yeah, I mean, as great as it would be to like be doing, social media influencing full time, trading signals full time. I'm not, completely on board with the whole, escape the matrix type of thing. I do think there are benefits to a day job. And when you're doing trading, like trading is weird, guys. It's never guaranteed. But I would never rely on trading as your only source of income. Never do. You guys trading forex signals, you could have millions of dollars of accounts and a provider that's averaging 10R for like months and months and months. I would still never rely on any sort of trading as your only source of income. So let's see. Why can't you do? Yeah, I answered that. What I mean is you have a prop firm who is running an 8-cap. You have multiple accounts with 8-cap. You need to have. So with 8-cap, I think you can make multiple different accounts, but you need a different MetaTrader terminal for each one. Dude, you've asked about SMC all the time. I've answered this over and over again. You're going to get removed if you keep bugging me about this. I don't have them in my premium group. I'm not reviewing them at all. I've said that 4 times now. But you have been doing serious research for signals long term and still not having an account where you have over 5%. Oh, appreciate it. Can you make your YouTube videos a bit longer? It's mostly very short. A 1-hour video for the month of February. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like editing at all. I'm not particularly good at it, and I'm filming everything using my phone and one of these little ring lights right here. Not super good quality. An hour-long video. Holy cow! I feel like the watch time on that would be super short. I don't even know what I would talk about for an hour. Maybe ask a more specific question with like what information is missing that you would want to see. Why don't you recommend using signals on a prop firm account? I just don't like prop firms, guys. I made a video on this recently where in the description, I explained why I don't like prop firms, and I explained the statistics of like actually getting the payouts. That video was a hot take. It kind of went viral. I think like 150K views, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't like prop firms, guys. They're really just kind of scams. If you watched the video and read the description, you saw that your chances of getting a payout if you buy a challenge, your chances of getting a payout are 0.072%. Infinitely small. It's just not worth it, guys. I would suggest instead of buying a bunch of challenge count fees, just keep funding your personal account, keep growing it. There's no rule that says you always need to trade 1% per trade. That's just based off the fact that everybody likes to use prop firms. Nothing says that. You can risk 5% per trade. Just make sure you understand what your drawdown is probably going to be. What's your average return for the last 3 months on your live account you're referring to? If you want to see what returns I'm getting on my live accounts, go watch my YouTube videos. Remember, I'm using Rogue Snipers, Black Forex, and SMC Finesse on my live accounts, and I've made YouTube videos for each of the last 3 months where I show you exactly how much of money they made. Do you backtest BNB trading community trading? I haven't heard of that community. Have you been scammed from prop firms? I mean, yeah, I got scammed with my Forex funds, right? I had a live account with them that had been paying me out, and when they got like their whole lawsuit thing happened and they got completely ruined as a prop firm, I lost some money from that. I had a 10K live account with them. And why did you give up on bull runs? I've never reviewed bull runs. They keep getting nominated over and over again in my VIP group, but they never actually won a vote. So I've never quite tested them. As you reviewed Speed Core and Cognizant, I've contacted HK Trades and KR Capital, and they seem to be the same. Yeah, I get this a lot. HK Trades, first of all, it's reviewed in my VIP. I can say with a decent amount of confidence, I don't think it's the same person. The trading style is different. The message style is different. And I've talked to both admins. But at the end of the day, let's say I have two different providers and they are actually the same person. They're just pretending to have two different signals. At the end of the day, all I actually care about is, will those signals make me money? And if they will make me money, then I'm kind of okay with it. It's not ideal. And I would prefer for signal providers to be honest about that kind of thing. But what I'm most concerned about is, can a signal provider be profitable? And if they are, I'm going to be a little bit more forgiving about that kind of deceit. What do you think about making a yearly overview? That's a great idea. I just need to be reviewing groups for a year. Most groups I don't review. I'm not going to review for a full year. Like ForexRR, for instance, after last month, I decided they weren't they weren't a consistently profitable group, and I dropped them. And so, because like some good providers like SMC Finesse, Rogue Snipers, Black Forex, I will probably have a yearly review for them for you guys. But most groups, I just don't end up reviewing for a year because most groups aren't profitable, and I kind of give up on them before the full year. A giveaway this month to join VIP. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. The VIP is only going to be open for 20 people for the first month, and the pricing is going to be about $30 to $35 a month for those 20 people, which is a discount on what it's going to be. It's going to be more expensive than that, but it will be kind of a giveaway. All you got to do is it's going to be some sort of, share, comments, something like that on one of my posts, and then that's how you're going to earn a spot. So that's what the giveaway is going to look like. All right, it's 10:30, which is when I wanted to wrap this up. Any other questions, throw them out there before I close this thing down. I really appreciate all the questions, guys. I hope I answered everybody thoroughly, because again, I'm not on Instagram too much anymore, answering the DMs. Tell us more about the signals you're starting. I did talk about that a little bit around the 10:20 mark. If you want, you can go back and watch it. I will post this live stream to YouTube at the end of after I close it down. But yeah, I think you helped a lot. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support. Thanks for joining. And yeah, that goes for everybody. Thank you a lot for joining. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to be doing these a little bit more often. They're kind of fun, and they do save me some editing. Better to fund an account with 5K or do prop firms. 5K is kind of a lot to start just throw into an account. I would start with maybe 1K, but I always think personal accounts are so much better than prop firms. I don't like prop firms at all. They're kind of scams. Yes, you can get payouts. I've gotten payouts, but they're scams, right? They're meant to take advantage of beginner traders. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Any other questions? Let's do a going once, going twice. If not, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to be ending the stream. Have a great week trading. I hope you guys have some success with your providers. I hope my providers have some success. They've been doing pretty well overall this year. So what service are you talking about? That's my service. Maybe rewind and watch the live stream after I post it up. But yeah, that'll be it for the day. Actually, I guess one more. Can you tell us the groups that you said using live accounts slowly? Okay. Number one is Black Forex. Talked about them a ton. Number two, Rogue Snipers. Also talked about them a ton. And the third group is SMC Finesse. So Black Forex, Rogue Snipers, SMC Finesse. There's a couple more in my VIP group that I'm also using live, but that info is for the VIP group. All right, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hopefully I will see you in the next live stream, and have a great week.